Hi there and welcome to another Midweek Memo. We've had a really big weekend at Emmanuel Church, South Croydon. This last weekend, many of you will have joined us at the Reconnect Day away on Saturday. It was a fantastic time, sweltering heat at times, certainly, but wonderfully. It did cool off a little bit. We had a great time spending time with one another, just a lot of fun, plenty of food, fellowship, praise. We were encouraged in our faith as well. And it was an enormous team effort just pulling the whole thing off. And then, if that wasn't enough, we were back here on Sunday morning for a fantastic service of baptism and also reaffirmation of baptismal vows. 7 candidates standing up and declaring their faith personally in front of the whole church family. And then in that beautiful way that baptism only does, we were able to admit them to the church family, or at least underline their ownership of identity in Christ together with the rest of the church. And as I've been reflecting on that weekend, it's reminded me just how significant our connections with one another really are. Now that is a bit of a strange thing to say. It would be a very strange thing to say in the first couple of 100 years of the church's life. The church was whoever gathered, that was it. But in our highly individualized society that we live in today, actually, it's a part of our life as Christians that we may even be in danger of forgetting sometimes, isn't it? Ultimately, it's just about me and my heart and God. Well, me and my heart personally with God is really important. And actually, the personal decision behind baptism, for example, is also really, really great to emphasize. But I think what we're all reminded of on a weekend like the one we've just had is how important our connection with one another is. It's hard to make it happen. It's a huge effort moving the infrastructure required for a small town for just one day. And yet, the opportunity all to come together and to say, this is who we are. Here is the people of God in this place. Here are the real individual human beings that the Lord has put you with. This is the life of faith in community that you are walking together. And then on Sunday morning, getting together and say, these particular people are coming to join your fellowship, your community of faith. These are your brothers and sisters in a real tangible way. That is so important and so valuable to us. So I hope whatever piece of this last weekend you picked up on, you were really encouraged in the same way. And perhaps you've been inspired to lean more into that connection, or indeed reconnection, with your church community. As the week and the months go on, perhaps you'd like to reconsider how you can really reinforce the connections that you have with your church. Perhaps that's through being part of a small group. It may be through praying together with friends. It may be through just turning up at church regularly and just being part of the ministry of showing up, as we like to call it. Or it may even be for you, it's time to consider baptism. Time to consider a moment to stand up publicly and say, yes, I identify with the same God that these, my brothers and sisters, do too. And I want to say I am part of this church. Whatever it is for you, I pray that you feel increasingly connected, both in this church and to the Lord himself through it. Just a few notices to share with you. We're thinking ahead towards 2 more big community events in the summer. Mayhem happening in the last week of July, and then Rendezvous in mid-August. Both of them we need an army of volunteers for, and I know there's a number of you who are definitely intending to come and join, but have yet to tell us that you'd like to volunteer. The time is now. Please do sign up, and please do share with others who you think might benefit from being there, whether it's kids in primary school age for Mayhem, or those more elderly saints or friends or relatives who you think would benefit from Rendezvous. The last thing to share with you is that this Sunday evening we have our prayer and worship night. And we've really enjoyed these occasions recently as we gather together to focus particularly on calling out to the Lord for all that he would do in our church community and in us individually. So do come and join us for that, 6:30 here in the centre.